Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNSC3090 here. Welcome back to another Oakland A's franchise. This is episode number 33. We were in the spring of April 2029, flying through this franchise. We have a very young rotation. I mean, Hutchinson's been around. He's 32. He's been around forever. He's been around the team since 2021. So he is a seasoned vet, had a very good career. Dabrowski's our second best pitcher, but he hasn't really had a great year yet. We're almost a youngster, young in terms of MLB service time. He is 27. Nieves is 23, a former first-round pick. Francisco's 26, a former top prospect. So we got, there's players there. Bullpen looks pretty good. Our lineup can hit for average. I'm not sure how much power they have. We'll see. Villalobos is a stud. He's a career 320 hitter. I kind of just wish we got a little bit more power, but power is expensive. And with the A's, you can't really get a ton of it. But let's get into the season, boys. Hopefully we can, AAA has too many players. Hopefully we can get back-to-back. That would be pretty cool, if I do say so. But we'll cross that bridge if we can make it to the playoffs. That's going to be tough. But, because, I think our team's really good. But, we struggled a little bit last year. We barely made it last year. So the division's catching up to us, and we are a small market team. So we can't always keep the players we want. We can't just draft well, develop them, and then just keep them on the team until they're 35 and retire. No, we got to get rid of them and make tough decisions. Luckily, we've been able to keep some of our big names like Villalobos and Griffith. So here we are. We are coming up on the draft. We are doing actually incredibly well. We are 19 games over 500. We have the 25th pick in the first round. We have a compensatory round pick, and then the 24th pick moving forward. So I think hopefully we can hit a home run. I want to get a mid-90s potential guy. We haven't had one in a while now. It makes sense that we don't get many because of the simple fact that we are drafting late. Now look at this guy right here, this catcher, Daniel Zimmerman, pretty well scouted. He could be ready in a year, which is very rare for a catcher. He's 18, could have 70 contact, could have above average power, could have above average fielding with 80 arm. I'm probably going to take him because we actually need catchers. We don't have many. And I never say draft based off need unless it's even. But based on how well he scouted, I thought that made sense. There's a shortstop here, could have above average contact. There's another catcher. There's a closer. You know what? We're taking him. I'm assuming this is Villalobos' younger brother or cousin. So Alfredo, you make some great sauce, and your brother or cousin or family member or a namesake is just really good for us. There's a first baseman here who's a few years away. Doesn't really have an excellent tool, so I'm probably going to pass on him. Scott Buckley, a second baseman, could have great contact and with good fielding. That's intriguing. Let's take him, I guess, because our only second baseman, I know I'm not going to re-sign him. I mentioned last video we're just going to let him walk. So that obviously that's not, like I said, not based off need, but that's just the fact that we're going to need one. Moving on, as I'm trying to hold in a sneeze. There's some starting pitchers. Another first baseman a few years away. Could have 70 contact, but a right fielder could have 70 and 80 contact, 65 and 70. Which is power versus right, not power versus left. I'm going to take a chance on Benitez, the starter. He's pretty well scouted in the third round. I feel like pitchers tend to fall through the cracks in the draft, but that's just my opinion on the matter. Another starting pitcher could have 75 on the potential, but we'll take him in the fourth round. That's okay. I really hope that catcher is a home run. Like I said, I would love to get a 95 potential. I'm going to take this closer. He's a few years... Ooh, there's a shortstop, though. Take the shortstop. Let's take the chance on the shortstop. Could have 80 fielding. If he's an elite fielding shortstop, 4 or 5 years from now, maybe we could use him. If that catcher's available... that closer's available in round 6. That's going to finish our draft. Hopefully we hit a home run on one of these guys. We'll see. Let's see. It was a weird draft, but we did actually hit some really good picks. So Zimmerman, 80 potential. I still like this guy though, because as you can see, he's 75 overall already. Now his fielding 69, nice. Arm is 77. Does have good contact. I wish his durability was a little higher, but hey, you know what? Maybe he goes up to a low 80s, maybe a mid 80s. He could be a solid player. Villalobos, I took you, a closer. Unfortunately, I don't really think much of you. 72 overall, your brother, namesake, whatever I want to say, is way better. Buckley, second baseman. There's a little bit of hit there. Maybe he turns into something. Benitez, 84 potential. 65 overall from Cuba. Well, that's not bad saying. That wasn't much of a pick. But look at this shortstop. I said, hey, let's take a shot on the dark. He seems to be a good fielder, and that's pretty much it. He has 73 fielding, 56 durability. He might turn into something in a few years. 89 potential, and that closer. He's 61, 22 with 87 potential. We'll just let him marinate in the minors, see what he does. So, I mean, we got 5 Bs. That's not too bad, but like I said, we haven't really hit that home run prospect in a while. See how the team is doing. Hutchinson's been amazing. 2.32 ERA, best year of his career. So he's been great. He's 32-year-old. Dabrowski, a 4.09 ERA. That's his best. Hope we can get that down to mid-3s. That'd be awesome. Ramos is struggling this year, a 5.32 ERA. Javier Nieves, this is good to see from the youngster, the 23-year-old from Puerto Rico, a 3.64 ERA, 1.4 WHIP. And Francisco is struggling with a 5.52 ERA. In the minors, Lakers, they're like our big prospect. He's an 80 overall now, and he's probably not too thrilled about being in the minors, but he's still performing great. If Ramos or Francisco is still struggling by the time like the trade deadline or the All-Star break, we'll call him up. Gordon's pitched okay out of the bullpen. Elliott's kind of struggled. Vega's been good. Rosario's been good. Ullman hasn't given up a run yet. Chavez has been good, and Green's been good, so that's good. Lineup, Whitaker's being Whitaker, 296 average, 22 stolen bases already. He's closing in on 400 for his career soon, which is pretty impressive, and over 230 home runs. Probably a Hall of Famer, I'm not going to lie. Griffith, 280, 10 bombs. His power's there, but not much of an average so far, but I think that'll come up. Villalobos is, oh my goodness, 358, 16 home runs for the 26-year-old. Dude just hits. John Coates, the guy we got in the trade, is struggling this year. 246 average, 8 bombs, 348 on base, which is pretty good. He gets on base. That's nice. Asperati's really struggling at 218 average after hitting 300 last couple years. I'll give him a little bit more time, but we do have his replacement potentially in the minors. We'll check how he's doing. Vaughn Jones is struggling at a 254 average, 8 bombs. But, I mean, second base, that's not too bad. But he has been hitting almost 30 home runs last couple years. Perez is struggling. I mean, our lineup's doing kind of bad. Oh, wow. Look at Valenzuela. This is nice to see from the youngster. He's 77 overall now, hitting 328, getting on base at a 4.10 clip. We're going to move him up in the lineup. And Fortenberry's doing pretty good. I mean, he has that great arm. This is his first really year playing. Now, he's 30, but he'll be cheap for the next couple years. That's one reason why I like getting him. Jesse Preston's actually struggling pretty mightily in the minors, which is not good to see. I wanted to call him up. Phil Klein's hitting well. We've had him up in the majors in the past couple years, but just space-wise, I'd rather have Donovan Stokes because he hits better. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So, I guess we'll continue. Like I said, we'll go to the All-Star game, and if Lakers still pitching well, and one of those two other stars still has an ERA north of 5, we're gonna make a move. Laker, the top one of our prospects, who I think has pitched a little bit in the majors, will get the call up to the show. Luis Urias got traded from the Red Sox to the Indians. Corey DaCosta, former A. You want me to take Ed Wiles? That dude could not save shit. We got rid of him at the right time, by the way. He's now an 84 overall. We got him when he was young. He had a really good career, but no, I'm good. Unless this Sam Carlson guy is like second coming of Steve Carlton, and no, he's not. So thanks, but no thanks on that trade. All right, we are at the All-Star game. Let's take a look. Should we make the move? Ramos' ERA is down to 4.61. Francisco's 4.22, so they're both pitching a little better. So Laker, Elliott's really struggling this year. Let's do that, actually. What's Elliott's contract, by the way? It's really cheap. Let's do this. Elliott down to AAA. He has to pass through waivers. I bet he does clear waivers. I'm going to call up Laker, who did pitch well in limited time in the bigs last year. What I'm going to do is put him as our long man. Our long man ends up pitching a lot because some of these guys don't have great stamina. Dabrowski's stamina is 71, Ramos is 79, Nieves is 82, Francisco 70. So two of those guys have low stamina. So Laker will pitch when they're not going. So that can kind of help him get some innings. So the NL won the All-Star game. So if we make it to the World Series, we will be on the road. Oh, they actually claimed him, so we lost him, but that's fine. He's been struggling the last couple of years, so it is what it is. Speaking of struggling, we are a little bit struggling right now. We're only 12 games above 500. Spanos, a former A, got traded for Blake Rutherford and Alex Lang. That was nice. It's nice to see these our old names, our old teammates. Fortenberry, they want to trade for him. Now, like I said, they are offering a catcher, and Tyler Nevin, no, and then Bernardo and this Garcia is like a legit prospect. I'm good on that trade. All right, we're at the trade deadline. We are currently 5.5 behind the Rangers. We are pretty clean in regards to the wild card. In regards to prospects, do we have any top ones? Where is our best prospect? 23, Cetus Clark, and then 25 with Escobar. Asperati's starting to hit a little bit better. Perez is hitting better, so our offense is starting to hit. I guess Lakers really struggled in limited action. I'm kind of okay with what we have. I think our hitters are starting to play a little bit better, and I know our pitching will keep it up. I mean, if we go in the wild card game, I'm okay with that, but I bet we'll fight for that division. We were so hot at the beginning of the year, I think we're going to turn it around. Now, who was it that was ahead of us in the standings? I want to say the next time we play them. The Rangers. Okay, we play them here. So actually this next series, hopefully we weren't looking ahead because we just got swept by the Royals. And we split the series with them. But we do play them at the end of the month, beginning of September. We lost that first one, but we won 2 out of 3. Okay, that's good. Do we play them again? We do play them again coming up. So let's go up to that series. See where we are at the time. Oh, there we go. We are on a nice winning streak. A 12-game winning streak. We're now 3 up on the Rangers, and the rest of the division's way behind. And the Rangers are easily up, 9 games over the Mariners for the third. So yeah, we will be in the playoffs. We can see how the team is doing. Hutchinson, man, his overall is plummeting. That's not good to see for the 32-year-old. I think it's the last year of his deal though, so this may be Hutchinson's last year on the team unless he really wants to take a massive pay cut. Dabrowski's pitching okay, a 4.37 ERA. I'm kind of hoping he'd make that next step. His overall's going up, but he really, in terms of putting it on the field, hasn't really done it yet. Ramos, 4.07 ERA, a 1.4 whip. The whip's a little high, but the ERA is pretty good. Nieves, a 4.09, the whip is definitely too high, but the ERA is pretty solid for the rookie. Francisco's okay. Lakers now starting to pitch a little bit better, so that's good to see. In terms of the lineup, we'll check all that once the season's over. We're almost there. Let's just go to here. All right. Oh, we have now won 14, 15, 16. Oh, we won 16 in a row. We almost pulled off the 20-win streak. We won the division, 96 games. Compare that to last year, we won 88. So this is our first time winning over 90 games in 4 years. So that's nice to see. We won the division by 5 games. Let's take a look to see how the team did. Now, Whitaker hit 311. Now, the power definitely went down. Only 18 home runs, but he did steal 40 bases. So he's only 4 stolen bases short of 400. Now, his slugging percentage actually was pretty much his career average. So even though he didn't hit the home runs, he got doubles or triples. On base was pretty much at his average. So he had basically a normal year for the 30-year-old from Canada. Derek Griffith, a normal Derek Griffith year, hit 315, 23 home runs, got on base, played above average defense. Just a great player. That was nice. Villalobos, I kind of wish there was a little bit more power, and his average was a little down. Slugging was pretty much his average, but I was hoping he could kind of change that. Coates actually finished hitting 23 home runs. The average was definitely down. On base was definitely down, but I mean, he's cheap. $900,000 for him, so I can't complain. Now, Asperati definitely had a down year. Only hit 257, 337 on base for the 29-year-old West Virginian. Valenzuela hit 288, got on base at a 361 clip, stole 41 bases, which is nice. Vaughn Jones actually had a really good year. He ended up hitting 28 home runs. So, I mean, he's consistent. Last 4 years, he's basically 27 to 29 home runs. Hit 293, which is a career high. So that's nice to see. I mean, it's a contract year, so he definitely played for it. Perez had a good year. Hit 287, 14 home runs, 387 on base. And Fortenberry, wow, he had a great year. Look at this for the 30-year-old rookie. He might have got Rookie of the Year. 22 home runs, 326 on base, 475 slugging. His WAR was 4.2. Actually, I mean, he's 30, so I don't think he deserves to be a Rookie of the Year, but that was a really good year for him. So let's take a look at some award winners, and then we'll end the video. Verdugo got it in the American League. So for the Rays, he got it. National League was Pavin Smith again. Back-to-back years for Pavin. Hit 44 home runs. Anderson Espinosa won the Cy Young. Lucas Giolito won the National League. Austin Meadows got the batting title, and Gleyber Torres in the National League. Ozuna, he's still pitching. He's 34, and he's still, yeah. I mean, 582 career saves, and a guy who pitched an inning, 2 innings, got it in the National League. Rookie of the Year was Von Harrell, a 26-year-old, so I actually don't have much problem with that. And Becerra, a 34-year-old right fielder. Get out of here. Rookie of the Year, 34-year-old. God, he could file for retirement. Do we get any awards? Any awards? We did not. So that's nice to see. But you know what? The only awards I care about are the ones that you earn in October, which is where the next video will be, guys. We will be in the playoffs trying to repeat. We have not repeated yet. Our budget's actually negative, so as you can see, we are basically at our budget for the team. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like if you did. I will talk to y'all later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.